Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I'm here for part 2 of Throwback Thursday number 3? For episode 4 of Double Zeta 2. Well, we're fucked. Double Zeta Gundam episode 4. Mashimir exists. He's been introduced to us. That's all that's on my mind. There is a blue-haired anime idiot. He's a perfect foil for Judo Ashta. And that's what we got. Our character sort of got into the Gundam in order to do the fighting thing for a little while, and then popped right on back out of it with a promise to return. And this sort of flippant back and forth banter between him and the authorities were like, "Oh, you meddling kid, sure hope you don't come back and take this Gundam out for another spin. We'll keep it all oiled up for you and ready to go." It's a little weird, it's a little funky, it's a little silly, and that's totally okay, because we're in a different sort of vibe here, a different kind of a landscape, and we've got a different type of villain to match, because Mashimir Cello of Axis is a goofball, He's like a Revolutionary Girl Utena character. He's a fool. Duel me! Duel me! You fool! You are unworthy. And desperately in love with Haman Karn, which is very funny because he's got this view of her as this, like, oh, she's so beautiful and delicate, a vibrant woman, right? And we know that she's a murderous monster who's power hungry and has been acting as the regent to the kid for a while and is, like, probably not a good person in a lot of ways. And he's just obsessed. He's just head over heels. I love it. I love it. It's great. It injects a significant percentage of insanity into the show in a way that's just gonna be great. It's just gonna be great. I can't wait to cut to 40 episodes from now when, like, Mashimir and Judo have both killed all of each other's families and are desperately pursuing each other in, like, a horrifying cat and mouse death game, and all of the pretext of silliness and goofiness is all gone. It's just hard, terrified, distraught, angry men trying to destroy each other. Can't wait. Until then, fucking goofy shit. This dude's gonna get in a mecha with no fucking cockpit. He's gonna go after him. He's gonna get him. He's too good to be beaten down. He is Mashimir. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Let me check the comments for a sec. Yeah, it's all people talking about Mashimir. Okay, good. As it should be. Him! It's him! He's here! Yes. And all of us benefit from his presence. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I don't know how our character's going to get back into the mecha. I don't know if we're going to arrange a thing. Is Brent going to reach out to him and be like, "Hey, so you know how you keep stealing my mecha and piloting it around? What if you just joined us?" But he's not going to want to. And we have to bring in the whole rest of the squad. So I don't know. We'll just have to watch the episode and see. I'm happy to do so. Let's watch episode 4 of Zaza Gundam. It's up and ready to go. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, early access on the Patreon, beep beep timer to count you down. Let's go. Oh, no, go. It's so groovy. It's stupid. I love it. Ah! Truly, the future of humanity. Ah. Oh, they're alternating. Lovely. Ah. Again? Neketsu. I assume that was Neketsu Mashimir. Yeah, Argama, move it back like that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Back it up now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Whoa. Oh my god. But at least we're covered up and safe, right? That was the goal. Okay. Gentle shakes of the hull. Oh, nobody's Saigusa-san. Oh, Argama. Ho-ho. Gently, Argama. What is this? What is this? Where is that? I have no money. I can pay in gold bricks. What the fuck? You're ratting me out, bro. I really like that little moment as he's scrambling over himself. Without any bloodshed, eh? So he just takes off the Xeon uniform. Or Axis uniform. It's pretty interesting. Hmm. Sounds like a good excuse to do some tourism. I'm the special one. She called me by name. She said my name. She's looking at me. Yes. With great sincerity. And all of my focus. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, step on me. uh. Oh, hi. Nani? Classic. A classic run-in. Oh my god. Let them join the Hitler Youth. They will be a resource. Community. Are they now? That wasn't a setup at all. Of course. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. I'm awake. Huh? Good point. Good point. Whee! Whoa! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The goody two-shoes. Saw! Stop yelling at everybody! Huh? He might. Okay, go to Fasan. This is cool. All the pieces feel together. It all feels like it's linked. Super interesting. The hospital in District 10 where all the supplies keep going. Is it against his principle? It is. He will actually harm his own mission in order to follow his principles. All right, now you're face to face with... Is he gonna fall in love with Fa? Just the fall. Oh my gosh, and they just go right past each other. It's Shard Amuro or... Amazing. Amazing. This mad society has driven her to tragedy. Oh. Fucking Mashimir. Oh, uh-oh. How? They're well hidden. Is that Mashimir? Yeah. Ah. What? He's continuously thinking about... casualties. It doesn't fit with my image. That is a silly goober. That's gonna be so many broken bottles. Clank. With the mini mech? Or an avalanche? What are you gonna do, man? Oh, shit. A familiar one. You fought that mobile suit. He still doesn't have any... I think he does have the hatch. So much beer. What are you doing, Judo? You're gonna die. With what? What's he doing? I don't know what he's attempting to do. Ah! Oh, the pitfall. Oh, wait, no, that was an explosion thing. We just got stuck. The kids? Guys? Okay, bunch of insanity. This is so silly. I think I love Mashimir. I think I might actually be sold on him completely. Oh, nice. What? Oh, weird. That is not easy. You're just hand over hand climbing a rope. Huh. Weird. There must be something wrong with it. Oh, well, I guess it was nothing. Huh. Weird. Ridiculous. Huh? He can't even stay in his freaking suit. Then why are you doing this? I'm gonna steal your mobile suit. He's gonna buck you off. Sand bottles? What silly shit is this? Oh boy. Ah, he's stable now. More of them. Ah, these rats. What? I want you to steal your mobile suit. That's the whole idea. Chudo's gonna get shot. Yeah, this guy's 3 times your size. Is he gonna kickflip you over? Oh, that'll do it. Ha! Ha! He's trying. Okay. with what? Guns? Ah, their society is crumbling. Ah, forgive them, forgive them. Be kindly, be kind. It is through grace and tolerance. Ah, my lady. Smells like plastic that I coated it with. So this just reinforces to him that he needs to instill order and justice here, huh? Oh shit. He just turned and saw it, didn't he? No, okay. Hiding, hiding. Oh, it is down in there. Cool. Yeah, this is extremely dangerous. But there's the boat. Oh my god, he just wants it. No, they'll be here. Trust me. I knew it. Wow, he's pulling a play. That's what he's gonna do. Brilliant. All the lights on. Thank you for volunteering for the military. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Don't get in the mecha. No, 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 no. Judo. Maybe Bright himself? Nope. He just can't get into it cleanly. I'll bet they removed the, like, a connector from it or something so it can't. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna walk away. Okay. We didn't think this through at all. Oh, fuck! You! Hmm. The magic words! I don't know how to pilot this thing, but if I yell at it, I'm sure it'll work. It really does work. Okay, a clash of mechs. He just wants the mech. How uncouth. Chikush! Always about the civilian casualties, just a total opposite from so many of our villains. Who? Oh, that guy. I will sacrifice my principles for the greater good. It's pretty interesting. Whoa. Got you, though. It doesn't... Nope, it does. Okay. Oh my goodness, and out into space we go. It'll be his first time. Except in the little mecha, right? You're in a space battle now, kid. Whoa! Wow, that was cool. Ah, crap. How? Little dodges. Hmm. I changed the future. Whoa! Going for a big Inazuma kick? Kiku! Ooh. Oh, I thought it was gonna dink into the solar panel. Okay. Oh, nice. Such a different dynamic between Bright and Judo. What? You're gonna blame it on him? Yay! Inconspicuous. The angel. My base desires may have led to my failure. I love him. He's a philosopher idiot. He's a philosopher warrior idiot. Cool. A delightful episode. Another delightful episode. As silly as all get out. But also solidly indicative of Mashimir's character. Who he really is and what he's actually about. That's really interesting, I think. Okay. Gosh, it's silly. It's silly. But this one manages to walk the line of silliness in a different way. It feels like the pieces begin to come together. And it feels like, while it's still silly, it's a silliness born of the actual nature of our characters in a way that's becoming more familiar to me and more believable. Mashimir is weird and goofy, but there's a core set of principles to him. He's coherent. He's not an incoherent mess of silliness like a cartoon character style. He's thoughtfully constructed. To be a good foil, to be a good mirror to Judo, he's thoughtfully constructed. Really interesting. Okay, Chimatter running through all the rubble is pretty cool. Hiding in the rubble is neat. This location is great. I love it's a giant manor. It speaks of England. It just looks like England. Very cool. Cash or credit, sir? Well, you see, I have no fungible currency, so I hope you take gold fucking bars. Out of place. Completely out of place is Mashimir Cello. All the way through. It's like if a Victorian gentleman showed up in the middle of New York. It would be absurd, you know? He goes to the local deli and orders a Reuben, and they're like, all right, that'll be $11.25, right? A sandwich and chips and a drink, and he pulls out a chest of silver. It's like, what the fuck? Or like a string of pearls is like, will this cover it? Ridiculous. I love it. It's great. It's great and absolutely absurd. Meet Gato? I don't even know. His name only gets said much later in the episode, and he is a new addition pairing for Mashimir. In this case, what he gives us is the Boke Tsukome act, where we've got the straight man funny guy, and he's unintentionally the funny guy because he's playing it all straight, so it ends up being a little bit more complicated than that, but it ends up being a classic dynamic, and it's great. I really like this little understated cut where he like scrambles over himself to get ahead of Mashimir as he goes down the stairs. Like scrambles ahead of him, jumps down the stairs in order to get there and get it done. It's pretty cool. And then the whole sequence as he's undressing and taking his clothes off in order to change his uniform. I want to mention this because I think it's really interesting. Other than putting on a normal suit, or in the airlock where you change into a normal suit or vice versa, have we ever seen a character take off their like uniform that indicates which side they're on? I guess except for earlier in this season, Yazan took off his uniform once he was out of the escape pod, right? But we don't even really get to see it. He's got it unfolded down to his waist once they're on the truck and he's eating the bread and stuff, right? Here we actually get to see this character disrobing. But it's not like that he's going toward nudity. He's actually taking off these trappings of being a soldier and becoming nobody, becoming a normal, right? That's what he ends up doing here. It's an identity switch, and it's really interesting that it happens here, especially in an episode where our characters continuously run into each other and don't recognize each other as being on opposite sides. In fact, I think it says something, or at least we could read into it something. Something like, Mashimir is not a bad guy, is he? That's a curious point, isn't it? Our main character is a thief who has repeatedly lied, broken rules, broken into locations, stolen military technology, gotten in the way of military operations on both sides, fucked with people, done all sorts of stuff. Mashimir has been pretty good all around. He's deeply concerned about the well-being of civilians. He's extremely chivalrous to his own detriment. He's worried continuously that their plans are going to have a negative impact on the colony. He's even unwilling to fire his rifle inside the colony because he's worried that it'll cause civilian casualties. Not even cause them. What he says is invite them. It will invite casualties. Just opening fire on this colony is against his principles. He doesn't want to do it. He wants to take it all without bloodshed. He's really dedicated to that principle. And in some ways, it's because of that he's failing. If this were Shar, for example, or Haman, a brutal, straightforward, pragmatic, strategic commander, they'd be leveraging all the war effort that they could in order to trap the Argama, prevent them from escaping, corner them, kill as many civilians as you have to, and eliminate that fucking ship right now, please, thank you. Mashimir can't and won't do that because he's a principled son of a bitch. So that's really, really interesting to me. All of that jumping off of this character taking off his uniform. It just strikes me as very interesting and very infrequent to have characters take off their uniforms, to take off the representation of their side, of their identity. It's cool. If I read deeper into it, it means something. It means that wrapper matters a lot. Matters a lot. That the trappings, the outside, the paint matters a lot. It matters how we treat each other, what we expect from each other. Super interesting. Bloodless, as you ordered. And now to the hospital. Okay. You chosen youths. And we get a little hint of what Mashimir really feels about her. Ah! I swear I shall fulfill your expectations. And we have some run-ins with the others, but we don't recognize them, of course, right? That's part of the thing of the episode is this lack of recognition. Little monsters. No, our job is to educate children like that. Again, always he touches the little rose on his chest. No. I must hold back my anger and my vitriol, for it is my duty, right? High-spirited children like that are a resource in war. And there's the dark pragmatism to it. Because as chivalrous and as compassionate and stuff as Mashimir is, as well-meaning as he is an arm of a highly militarist authoritarian government that wants to invade and take over this space. He might be kind, but he's the vanguard. His principles are personal. They're personal. They are not universal, and they are not indicative of the people that he serves. So we might like him. You might have Mashimir come over and you might say, sure, Mashimir, take my car for a spin. Sure, Mashimir, you can hang out at my house. Sure. But what you're really inviting in is all of his friends, and they are not as principled as he is. Not even a little bit. So while it might be easy to accept this boy for all his silliness, he's actually the vanguard of something much more sinister. We have to keep that in mind when we're looking at him. As friendly and interesting and funny and goofy as this character is, as likable as he is, we have to remember that he represents Haman Karn. And any concessions we make to him are concessions we make to Axis. Super interesting. A resource in war, indeed. They can be converted. I think this little milk conversation is excellent world building. And plot exposition. It exposits about the hospital. There's something different going on. That's because the Argom is here and we're treating their wounded, and so they're sending supplies off to the hospital. It weaves together and it makes sense. And Aaron, before school, it must be tough for you. This also sets Lena up. She's very, not studious, industrious, well-meaning, a goody two-shoes. Perfect foil for judo in a different way. You're gonna skip school again. Don't bring my brother into it. This is kind of cute. This little interaction. It's a little silly. Little mansalvisu, I guess. And away we go. I wonder what I can do. Maybe Miss Fa knows. Everything converges. So, to the hospital. We're going to make hostages if they're wounded? Unacceptable. Again, the same thing. That's a principle that I can get behind. I will not use the wounded as shields. But Haman Karn would. Right? Right. I won't resort to such cowardly tricks, to the point that he actually gets in the way of his own operation. He's pulling the wheel from him, and he's shocked. What are you doing, Mashimir-san? This is ridiculous. And it is ridiculous. He's so dedicated to the principles that he will sacrifice himself for them. Really interesting. And he almost crushes Kamiyu. And we get a very cool interaction as he speaks to Fa. And falls in love with her. Mashimir's gonna fall in love with everybody, but, of course, Fa herself. Kamiyu, a victim of the war. A flower blooming amongst the slums. I see only a dark future for her. He's over compassionate, right? Way too much so. Okay, operation goes. The cover is happening. This guy is pragmatic. Again, his name is God or something, but I don't know. This guy is pragmatic. We've got a pitfall trap. I will not. I refuse. Amongst liquor crates. It doesn't match my image. It doesn't match my image. Obsessed with image. Obsessed with externals, representations, facades, but also deeply driven by internal codes. And yet gullible, manipulable, and a fool. What a fascinating amalgam of a character. I really like that the way that he gets in the mobile suit. I think that the actual animation around it is pretty cool too, as all these boxes go falling. And the mobile suit gets up. The hat still doesn't work. Ridiculous. Judo clambering after him. Ridiculous. Seeing him on the cameras. Ridiculous. Trying to shake him off. Ridiculous. The whole thing is insanity. It's absolute nuttiness. Throwing bottles at him to shatter and get sand in his eyes. This kick battle that they have as they're hanging off of the edge of the mobile suit. Utter goofiness. And it's all visual comedy and continuous enjoyable cartoonish gags, and I have no complaints. I like visual gags. I like animation gags. I like fun conflicts. I like, when characters fight with each other and they turn into a scramble of lines and scribbles. I like that shit. It's part of why I'm here. It's part of why anime works for me. It doesn't all have to be realist. It doesn't all have to be straightforward or serious. And here, we managed to point out how silly this conflict is in a lot of ways. And the trap is set. And we fall right into it, and of course, we allow Judo to get into the mecha and go for it anyway. Methus is still not back, Fa still isn't around, and the whole time he's just getting his bearings on the mecha. Doesn't know what he's doing. Mashimir half fights him because he thinks that he's being a coward. Running away from me? How dare you? And then, it may violate the spirit of chivalry, but it's for the betterment of society. There are some things that will outweigh Mashimir's principles. That's good to know. It's good to know. As one note as the character might seem, he's really complicated. He's really complicated, and it becomes unclear what he's going to evolve into. He could really, really dramatically change over the course of this season. Some great facial expressions, and poof, into space we go. I really liked this moment. He sweeps in for it, and then we get this kickback. It's almost like the scene in Iron Man where he first gets the boots going, and he kicks back, and it flips him up and over. Here, whoop! I really like it. The momentum. Oh, that little flip up and over is just right. That's so cool. So they back and forth. Space battle. Smash bang. And it's like a goofy thing. It's like a goofy ability to use your environment, a silly trick that you play on the enemy that enables you to win. It's not, I got angrier than you and shot you a bunch. I new type skilled and saw what you were going to do before you could do it. It's none of that stuff. It just is, he grabs onto a telephone pole and does a flip. Very silly. You still resist me. I won't be beaten. We come to it and he kicks him in the face and chucks him away. And we get a dynamic between him and Bright as well. You're taking it away from me again? I get nothing. I'll give you breakfast. It's this back and forth, this silly give and take. I really like it. Judo feels like he's becoming, well, this relationship feels more solid to me, and we've captured all the friends, right? So now we have to talk. We have to chat it out. We have to figure out what we're going to do from here. Mashimir is fully introduced to us and has seen all of the characters, and so now we're kind of in it to some real extent. I really like it. I'm excited. I still don't know where we're going with this. I still don't know what direction we're going with this. Are we going to go back into the war? I don't know. But we spend some time with our characters. We spend some goofy conflicts with them. And the whole tapestry of the show gets stronger. The relationship between Lena and Fa, and Lena and Judo, stronger. Bicha and Judo, stronger. All of the character relationships become stronger, including the conflicted ones. Mashimir and Hamon, stronger. Now he's got a right-hand man or an attaché who's going to be interesting and a part of things and works in a dynamic with him. That element of the show is solid and can keep working. It's a core A plot, B plot on into the future. You can have a Mashimir B plot, a Judo A plot, and you're set for like a large number of episodes. You can turn that into a plot. This is the structural stuff. It's like the layers of primer on the canvas before you start really painting. It's laying the foundation for everything that is to come, and I can feel those foundations getting more solid and more vibrant and more powerful and like stable. I really like it. All the people who've been worried about ZZ, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm excited. I feel like it's all here. I don't feel like we're missing something. And I don't feel like the goofiness is out of place, which is so strange. It's so strange because it should be totally out of place, and it isn't. So, those are my thoughts on this episode of ZZ. I continue to enjoy our journey through it quite a bit, much more than I expected. We'll see what happens as our characters actually get forced to meet up and interact a little bit and maybe talk out, without the immediate threat of stealing a mecha, talk out what they're going to do next. Thanks for joining me for watching this episode of ZZ and today's iteration of Throwback Thursday. I'll see you next week for more Throwback Thursday, early access in the Patreon, and see you next week. Peace.